I have done the unthinkable. I spent 10 hours farming herbs without being an herbalist. I got lost into the Swamp of Sorrows like Frodo got lost into the dead marshes. With the same obsession, I embarked on a journey. Maybe not for the ring, but definitely for the first wave of epic items. The final purpose was to make as much gold as possible. So I made a two-step plan. Step 1, find the perfect mob to hunt. And step 2, find a great hunter to track and slay the mobs. And since Legolas was not available and maybe too expensive for my story, I went for the next best thing, my hunter. Made sure to get the Rune of Close Combat because hunters are not what they used to be anymore, and I was on my way to Svamp of Sorrows, ready to kick some ass. After I got baptized by a couple of ganks, I was ready to start this gold grinding journey. With 669 gold to my name, earned from a previous phase, I knew that the sky was the limit. So before you subscribe, like, and comment that you don't have time to grind because you work 25 hours a day to feed a family of 7, remember that this is a gold guide, but also a form of entertainment. So kick back, relax, and join me in the epic adventure of carving through 1700 swamp mobs. The reason we're in the swamps is to hunt the Swamp Walker, the Swamp Walker Elder, and the Tangled Horror. Not only that these mobs can drop the first wave of epic items, but one thing that got me excited about this grind was the Heart of the Wild. Herb dropped by the 3 elementals with about 15% chance according to Wowhead. Which, spoilers, it's not even close to being accurate. When I started the grind, the herb price was already in decline and it was selling for about 1 gold and 50 silver. I didn't care too much as the mobs have a diverse loot table with extra herbs, greens, rares, and high-level greys that can vendor for a fair price. Little did I know that the server maintenance would close the 10 layers and the price for the Heart of the Wild will spike up to 3 gold and 50 silver, which allowed me to sell a couple slightly more expensive and also kept me motivated to finish the 10-hour grind. These herbs combined with Wildvine are used to create a Dreamwave chest and Dreamwave gloves, which are pre-bis and even bis for some classes. The first hour of the grind got me 6 Heart of the Wild, think on the lucky side because I was just exploring the spot, swapping between the Misty Valley and the Itarius Cave south of map, skinning and mining along the way, looting one of the 4 possible spawn points for the treasure chests. 2 can spawn north and 2 south by the whelps. However, for the next 4 hours I found a better spot with mostly Tangled Horrors, level 40 and 41 mobs. I took a path from east of Stonard, going north all the way around the big lake and then coming back down in an infinite loop. During the time I spent here, I encountered more PvP than I'm used to, especially since it was still early in the morning. On top of that, I was still fresh trying to play the melee hunter, learning the runes, trying to figure out talents, and generally accommodating to the level 40 gameplay we are going to have for the next months. I was lucky enough to encounter opponents that were not quite skilled in the arts of PvP, as it seems that I won a lot of my fights, or maybe, just maybe, melee hunter is quite powerful. But not to worry, they will most likely get nerfed soon because it's a Season of Discovery tradition. I could say that the first 5 hours of the grind got me more than just loot. I got some PvP experience, got mining and skinning up to 225, managed to get bite rank 6 from a spider and claw rank 6 from a crawler. Overall, I was making good progress. To travel fast between Orgrimmar and Swamp of Sorrows, I used the Rested XP Hearthstone batching feature, where you click on the Make this place your new home, but don't accept the confirmation. Then click Hearthstone and just wait. You will teleport to Orgrimmar, but your new home will be Stonard. Quite awesome. It saves 15 minutes to get back to my grind spot next time. Link in the description if you want to get Rested XP. We got a total of 29 Heart of the Wild in the first half, and when we did the math live on stream, we came to the conclusion that the drop chance was more like 3.8% and not the 15% Wowhead said. I was a little bit bummed and wanted to give up, but I had so many items to sell on the auction house, and since the price of Heart spiked to up to 3 gold, I decided to finish the 10 hours. Because my new 2024 philosophy is, finish the things you start, to dwell in the joy of completion, rather than the regret of what could have been. And you can quote me on that one. The 5-hour milestone came as an opportunity to run a Nomad raid. Took me 30 minutes to organize a group. I hopped on my treadmill and on we were in hopes of acquiring some new equipment that could speed the grind. Unfortunately, my rolls were not that great, but the last boss dropped the Thermoplug custom blaster, and since the other hunter had it, I took it with grace. Was so shocked that I had no reaction at all. I bought an ammo pouch and a sniper scope, and off I was back to the Swamp of Sorrow to finish the thing I started. The problem was that I had no skills with guns, so I spent the next 2 hours developing a new hybrid style for the hunter, the ranged melee. With this new build we have 3 aces on our sleeve, strong pet from Deep Beast Mastery build, strong dual wield from the 3 runes, and a strong range attack from the new gun and Chimera shot. On top of that, the extra 20% stats from Lion Aspect. So with that in mind, this time we decided to spend more time on the Misty Valley spot as the price of Heart of the Wild went down again and the competition was less. First 2 hours got me a whopping 19 Heart of the Wild and got my gun skill from 1 to 199. It was only the 3rd hour when my gun skill finally hit 200. Went one more time to the city in order to list more items to the auction house and collect some that got sold. And the numbers finally started to look good. On the 8th hour I was hopeful that this was going to turn great in the end and maybe even have an opportunity to get an epic drop as a priest friend obtained the Gloves of Holy Might earlier on the same spot. The price of Heart of the Wild kept going down, and if Blizzard does not stop keeping 10 layers 24/7, the prices might go even lower. By the time you will watch this video, Heart of the Wild might be 1 gold. Not to worry, as this spot is not only about 1 item, this is just the bonus. In total, I managed to get 2 rare items towards the end. The first one was a pair of male legs called Firemane leggings, which sold for about 8 gold, I think. And the second rare was an enormous ogre belt, which was also about 8 gold on the auction house. I was hopeful for the entire 10 hours that eventually 1 epic item will drop. I killed a total of 1726 swamp monsters, from which 558 swamp walkers, 371 swamp walker elders, 731 tangled horrors, and 66 mire lords. Unfortunately, the epic item did not drop, but that's not to say that this was not a success story. We got a total of 65 Heart of the Wild from all the mobs, which means the drop chance is about 3.9% overall, and the sample size is quite big. We sold like 20 for 3 gold, 20 for 2 gold, and the last 25 for under 1.7 gold. And after all the items were sold and everything was collected from the mail, we went from 669 gold to 1002 gold for a whopping 333 gold total, which means I'm coming up with a 33.3, repeating of course, gold per hour, which for a level 40 grind spot is not great, not terrible. This grind was done through the course of several days, live on my stream, as well as my 10-hour grind series. If you have some questions or want to pop and hang out, find me at twitch.tv/Frostadamus, where we have a beautiful community of classic WoW enthusiasts. Hope you enjoyed the video, guys. If you did, smash like, and given the fact that you're still watching the video, you might be interested in my second YouTube channel, Frostadamus TV. There's going to be a link right here on the screen, and you can easily find it in the description of the video right under the Twitch link. Thanks for watching, hope you enjoy Phase 2, and may you be blessed by the gods of RNG. Until next time, stay frosty. Bye bye!